Okay, I only have a minute to record this. I'm extremely busy today, and don't mind the blacked out screen. I am in a public place and just didn't want to show where I'm at. So, if you guys don't know who Heather is, her channel name is Riverratheather, all one word, Riverratheather. She has really been trying to reach out to me lately because she is given a lot of the same information and dreams and visions and just different things that God shows me. She has a lot of dreams about like two moons and the planets and like mysterious planets or celestial bodies and things like that in the sky that she's not sure what they are. So I have a lot of dreams like that myself. So I really started following her channel several years back because we get a lot of the same stuff. Here lately I've been trying really hard to follow what she's getting, but I've just had a lot going on. But I just had a few minutes here to finally catch up, and she was having some revelations about her two moons dreams that she had. I'm trying to like hurry up and do this because I literally have like 2 or 3 minutes. But go ahead and just check out her channel. If you're like interested in the stuff that the Lord shares with me, she gets a lot of similar stuff. The 4, 5, 6 as well. I think she feels that she's possibly being shown something about like June 4th, 5th, 6th. With as busy as I have been, it's funny that God still keeps giving me dreams, and like I've had a lot of like words of knowledge when I've been waking up lately. I haven't been having dreams or visions, but when I wake up in the mornings or like lay down to go back to sleep, as soon as I drift off or start to drift off, I like hear like a word of knowledge, and I feel like God's saying like he sees that I have a lot going on because he put all of this into motion in my life right now. All of this stuff with like foster care and stuff. It keeps me extremely busy with 2 of them. So like there's always meetings and visitations and people coming over and phone calls and appointments. There's so much stuff that goes into it for 1, let alone 2. So I just haven't had time to pay attention really very much what's going on in the world. I mean, I like glance at the news every once in a while just to make sure that I know what's going on, but not really. So even though the Lord knows I'm busy because he showed me in a dream to be doing this foster care stuff, he's still keeping me in the know because I will wake up and I'll hear things. I had made a community post saying that I haven't been even asking God for this stuff. He's just giving it to me. So that tells me like, hey, he wants me to pay attention. He's still telling me stuff. He still wants me to share stuff. That, you know, this is still a part of my life and not to be completely overtaken by everything else that keeps me busy in life. So everything that I'm getting is, I believe, him giving it to me. So I heard, the other morning I laid down and I heard midnight cry. And when I Googled that, I think like the verses or something were verses 4, 5, and 6. And I had said like, there's that 4, 5, and 6. And for those of you that don't remember what the 4, 5, 6 thing is that God showed me, it's always around Easter time. And here we are approaching Easter in about, I think it's like 2.5 weeks away. Always around Easter, I get visions, dreams, messages, or like words about the time being off. And a couple years back, it was either Easter morning or like a couple days around Easter, I had a vision. I saw Jesus doing a math problem, like with his hands somehow, and he was like figuring out the math problem, and he goes, time is off by 4, 5, 6. It was like, that's how he said it, 4, 5, 6, not 456 or 4 and 5. It was like 4, 5, 6. So when I saw that verse about the midnight cry being 4, 5, 6, that's exactly how I said it in the original video that I made where I shared that vision. I said it was almost as if you were to write down on paper how he said it, it was like 4, 5, 6. I even said that. So I don't know what it is about Easter time, but I always seem to get messages about the time being off, and it literally just clicked with me when I'm making this video that here we are approaching Easter again, and I'm getting these messages. I promise you, like, I don't realize these things and just say, oh, you know, let me expect something around Easter. I seriously have been so busy, I haven't been able to think about these things because I am constantly on the go. So the fact that this stuff is still coming to me when I'm not asking for it, I don't have time to think about anything like that, tells me that it's God and he wants me to pay attention. I've always kind of hoped for and thought about the rapture being around Easter or Christmas, just because of the ties to Jesus and things like that. But just because of the fact that the time is off, the calendars are all screwed up and everything like that, I don't know. I do know that he gives me a lot of stuff about Easter. Not just about Easter, but around Easter time. And I think it was like 2 years ago, I had a vision where I was looking up in the sky and I saw, I think it was 2 moons or 1 moon and something that looked like the moon. I have a video on it, but I looked up in the sky and overlaid in front of the moons was the symbolism that you see like in church at Easter, with the wooden cross and the purple garment and like the Easter lilies. That's what I saw. So again, stuff about Easter symbolism. And something I want to throw in real quick that I still to this day don't understand. It was the very first thing God ever gave me when I wasn't even yet saved, which was, I was probably like, I think this happened in like 1999, 2000. I was around like 16 years old, 14 to 16, I can't remember. I wasn't even saved till I was 28. I didn't grow up in a Christian household. I didn't go to church. I was not a believer. So for something like this to come to me was completely out of left field. But at the time I had a dream. I saw Jesus on the other end of a bridge, and on the bridge were just people, like souls, different walks of life, people crossing the bridge over to him. He was on the other side with his arms outstretched side to side. He had a rainbow over his head. The colors were Easter, like Easter pastels, pinks, yellows, like light blues, light purples. And when I woke up, like as I was waking up, like a calendar date flashed in front of me and it said April 6th. And at that time I was so young, I didn't know anything about God. I didn't know what I saw. I just remember waking up and telling my mom. I was like, and it wasn't just a dream. It was one of those dreams where you wake up and you feel like your entire soul has been somewhere else for 100 years. I felt like I was gone for a long period of time. So I didn't really understand what was going on or what I was being shown. And I was like, Mom, is that what I heard is the rapture? I don't know. I didn't see like people going in the air. I just saw like people crossing this bridge to Jesus's arms, and he was like receiving them unto himself. And it didn't say what the date was about. It just said April 6th. And every single year since that, when April 6th comes around, I'm like, is that the day I'm gonna die? Because there were just souls crossing this bridge into Jesus. I didn't know if I was like gonna die or something major was gonna happen in my life. I didn't know if maybe Jesus was gonna come back on that day. I never really knew what it was. And I shared this with some of you like 10 years ago. And I still don't know what it means, but as the years go by, I realized that time frame is kind of generally surrounded like the Easter season. I know Easter can be anywhere from like March to April. So I'm not sure what the April 6th is about. It's still something that's a mystery to me. I try not to figure it out too much. But again, the April 6th is 4-6. So that kind of ties into 4-5-6. So I don't know if like somewhere in the world it could be the 5th, and on the other side of the world it's the 6th type of thing. I really have no idea. I don't make any claims about that. That's just what I was given. I wasn't asked anything like that. So I just wanted to like lump all of this together in one probably very confusing video for you guys. But to be honest, this is all the time that I have. I have to get going here, but if you have any questions, just please let me know. I realize that this information is kind of thrown everywhere. Hopefully some of you guys understand, because I know a lot of you have been just, you know, following me on here for almost 10 years now, I think. So hopefully a lot of that stuff has stuck with you guys and you know what I'm talking about. But it always seems like around the Easter season is when I receive things. And just the fact that Heather is having dreams about the 2 moons, which to me is it's not just me either. I mean, there are pages and pages and pages on YouTube. If you type in like rapture dream 2 moons, the 2 moons somehow is like the sign that the rapture is going to happen right then and there. It's not my thing. It's something that God showed me, and I'm completely confident about it because it's not just me. Whatever that 2 moons is, I feel like we might not even completely understand it until we actually see it and it makes sense. But every time that I see somebody out there that has that dream, and a lot of times it's people I don't know, I'm not in contact with, they don't subscribe to me, I just know that, sorry, I just got distracted because I'm parked in front of the sign that says, please call this number, and the last number is 4565. 4565. So there's the 456. So, anyway, time is off by 456. I received April 6th in a dream. How long ago was that? Like, it's been a long time. Like I said, I think it was like 1999 to 2001, somewhere around there. It was a little bit more than a dream. It was more than a vision. It was like what I think in the Bible when they say I was taken away in the spirit. I think that's what was going on. I think that's what happened to me back then, but I just didn't understand it. But I feel like God was trying to get my attention all that time, all those years ago. So, do I think that the rapture is going to happen this year? I had said last year that I didn't think it was going to happen last year because of some things that I was shown I was supposed to do, and I'm doing them now. God put everything into place and I'm doing it. And in one of the dreams that pertained to what's going on in my life right now, I'm not saying put any stock in it, but in one of the dreams it showed me my life in August of 2022, that something in particular was going to happen. But as I mentioned before, sometimes I feel like God could show us things like that to say, this is what to expect or prepare for in your life at this time if I don't come back first. So that's not to say we're going to be here that long, because I don't know. I just know that in my multiple endless prayers about what's going on in my life right now, I prayed for a straight year, every single day for a straight year about this stuff a couple years ago. And now I'm living it. And in one of those dreams, it showed me the calendar for, I think it was like the 3rd week of August of this year. And here we are. What's the date today? April. I think today's the 3rd. So it could happen this year. I wasn't shown anything beyond that personally for myself. But then again, maybe sometimes dreams are just dreams. I don't know. But I feel like the fact that I prayed very specifically, very diligently about that will be here up until that point at least. But I don't know. I'm not shown everything. I don't know everything. All I can do is just pray and ask God to show me things, and I do feel that He shows me and answers me when I continue to pray about it. So that's what I have for now. Again, go check out Heather's channel. It's Riverratheather. I believe it's all one word. So Heather, thank you for reaching out to me and sharing your stuff about the 2 moons. It's the biggest mystery to me, but I always love it when I see other people have that dream, because I know It's not just me. It is Jesus showing us some sort of symbolism, some time marker that, at least for me, every time in the dreams when I see 2 moons, I'm like, oh, that's it. It's happening right now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Like, that is the last moment heads up that it's happening. So, all right, so I think that's it. I wanted to also share, for those of you that can't see the community posts, I wanted to share the other thing that I received a few days ago, but I can't remember it right now. The first one was Midnight Cry. Oh, the other one was, I think that was this morning. It was either yesterday or today. My days are so confused that I can't remember heads from tails anymore, but I woke up hearing repeat the sounding joy. And I was like, what? So I went to Google, and that is a lyric excerpt from a Christmas song. What Christmas is it? Joy to the World? Yeah, Joy to the World. That's a lyric from that song. And the song starts out, joy to the world, the Lord is come, let the earth receive its King. So that's encouraging and definitely not what I've been expecting. So he is, as we are approaching the Easter or Resurrection Day season, whatever you want to call it, this stuff is starting again, and I haven't been asking for it, to be honest. There have been a lot of times in the past several years I begged God, you know, tell me something, give me a dream, give me some information, some words of knowledge or something, and I didn't get it. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't. With me being this busy and just not being able to focus on stuff like I used to, the fact that it's starting to come back to me without thinking about it or asking for it around approaching resurrection season tells me that, hey, there's something to this. There's a reason why he's doing it. What else did I want to say? Oh, I think that's it. But please let me know if you have any questions. All right, if I think of anything else, I'll try to come back at some point. I just had a minute here to do this because I don't have the kids with me, but I do miss, like, you know, checking in with you guys. I don't watch a lot of videos on here anymore, but if I see, every once in a while, I'll open YouTube and just scroll through and just try to at least read the titles of your guys' videos and see what you're getting and seeing what's going on, but I just don't really have time to watch them anymore. By the time it's bedtime, I'm asleep before my head hits the pillow, so I don't even, like, watch videos before bed anymore. So I apologize if you guys have been, like, trying to reach out to me or leave me comments or things. I do read all of the comments that I get that YouTube will not delete. Apparently YouTube deletes a lot of comments that I get, or I'll see, like, the notification of it, but when I go to click on it, like, manually to read it, it's gone. So that's not me, like, deleting anything. It's just I don't always get everything, but I try to always check this and stay in touch with you guys and just see what you guys are getting. So if he gives me anything else, I will definitely come on here and share it. I don't always do videos anymore. It takes too long to do it. It takes too long to upload it. So what I do is I usually would just go to the community post and just type it out. But I wanted to come on here for the sake of just replying to Heather and sharing her channel with you guys, because I feel like she, I don't think she has a lot of subscribers on her channel. And I feel that that's the case a lot of times for people who actually have something to say and something to share. You know, it's like the humble people that are truly seeking God and receiving things from him, and not just trying to be on here for popularity or views or anything like that. I feel like they aren't put out there enough. So I kind of felt led that like I told Heather, I'm not somebody that cares about numbers or viewers or things like that. I never come on my channel and look up like how many people watched me, or you know, what's that called in like the analytics and things like that. I never check those things. So I'm just on here to share what God gives me and to share it with you guys as like fellowship and communication and things like that. However, just by the grace of God, I somehow have a lot of subscribers. So I told Heather, I was like, you know, I have a lot of viewers. Not that that's anything that's important to me, God knows. But I feel like it would be a good thing for me to share her channel with people so that they could pick up on what she's getting, because I do feel that she receives a lot of things from God. So, all right, I will check back with you guys soon. Have a great weekend. All right, bye.